Welcome to Grump's Grotto. Tonight, we're going to talk about stupidity. But first, I'd like you to check out my atheist YouTube channel of the week. Tonight, I'm going to be spotlighting the Neil the 604 atheist. So have a look at this while I finish up getting things together. Okay. Go ahead and head over there and check out that channel when you get a chance. So, tonight, stupidity. Should probably start off by saying that there's a little bit to be known about the fact that there are 9 satanic sins, according to Anton LaVey. The very first one is stupidity. So, stupidity. The top of the list for satanic sins, the cardinal sin of Satanism. It's too bad that stupidity isn't painful. Ignorance is one thing, but our society thrives increasingly on stupidity. Depends on people going along with whatever they are told. The media promotes a cultivated stupidity as a posture that is not only acceptable, but laudable. Satanists must learn to see through the tricks and cannot afford to be stupid. So, mentioned media there, television and print media, it all kind of contributes to dumbing down society. I mean, you get misinformation fed to you all the time, especially by certain groups. I'm not going to name any networks because I don't want to get sued. And they seem to spread these things such as like autism caused by vaccines, that type of thing. Some people are on some of the very oddball media outlets. They say, like, we're going to have the president ousted in a few months and that type of thing. So media, both print and visual, leads to conspiracy theories. And these conspiracy theories are what drive me insane. I mean, take a look at the COVID vaccine. I mean, 3 things I've heard. It's the mark of the beast. It contains a microchip. It's going to cause you to get sick. People just don't know how to science, I guess. The other prime source of stupidity comes from the pulpit. Churches spread lies about everything all the time. I mean, there are churches that say, oh, you can't trust anything you see on the internet. I mean, the internet is terrible. You go there and you're going to learn all sorts of lies, and the devil's going to take you. But, you know, stupidity at this point and of this type is the way I look at Satanism being against. Now, how does this tie into atheism? Well, just look at how many lies are spread about atheists. I mean, I outright say I'm a Satanist, but people don't understand that. But most people say, oh, those atheists, they're of the devil. You don't want to associate with them. That's basically what I have to say about stupidity right now. Give me 1 second here. Actually, give me 30 seconds. Okay, less than 30 seconds. So, see, we got some people in here. Thank you for coming in. If you have any questions about the Satanic Sins, go ahead and put them in the chat in a few minutes. I'll put up a little poster saying when you should do it. The really bad thing is before it came on here is that my computer shut itself off and turned itself back on. So I just lost all my notes. Save, always save. Chaos strikes. Oh, why don't we go ahead and see what we've got going on? Hi, Titan Uranus. Atheist Sanctuary, welcome. I see we have Rhiannon in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And the Bearded Skeptic. I love the Bearded Skeptic. Tell you what we're going to do here. Awkward silence. I just posted in the chat the ability to come join me on stream if you want to. You can ask me questions about why I think stupidity is one of the cardinal sins that you can commit. And by the way, the sins are not committed against a ancient deity or anything like that. It's committed against yourself. You're the only person you can sin against. That's what we mean by sins in the satanic path. So just thought I'd clear that up. You know, now I know why people have another person that runs this with them. Mic is open. If you wish to join me, you can ask me questions. Ask me questions in here if you want to as well. Of course I noticed you. In fact, I really noticed you, Bearded Skeptic. Nice of you to come along. So, Aussie Atheist is here. Where is the Aussie Atheist? All right. How to get yourself demonetized in one foul swoop. Bearded Skeptic asks, Grump, what would you say your specialty is? Like, what area of religion are you most experienced in? Well, I'm mostly experienced with Christianity, New Testament, subject to Paul, which we will get into eventually here. Trust me, I have a lot to say about Paul. Paul drives me nuts. So, let's see. I'm interested in finding out what you all would like to hear me go over. How Satanic atheists can exist. I can go over that in a future episode. Basically, give me lots of feedback. Paul, the used car salesman of the New Testament, not the Old Testament. The Old Testament would have been Elijah. But hey, what do I know? Trying to run the boards by yourself is so much fun. The next episode, I'm going to be going over a little bit on the satanic statements as well. And on the episode after that, we'll be discussing more atheism. So it's not all going to be Satanist stuff, even though that's my forte right now. So. Atheist Sanctuary wants to know, can you tell us about your recent change in direction in being a Satanist? I recently reread the Satanic Bible, and it's not a text that we go by rote. It's more of something that we look at as a great collection of essays that talk about life in general, coping with day-to-day things, and it really spoke to me, especially with dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. Since we all know that atheism is only one thing, a lack of belief in gods or a god. Everything else is a worldview when you tacked it on there. The atheist label is not a worldview, which is something I want to try and get people to understand. So let's see what Titan Uranus has to say here. Not related, except that it's not stupid. Houston Methodist Hospital suspended employees who refused to get vaxxed. Employees sued and lost. Well, they should have lost. They should never win something like that. They're putting the public health at risk. I'm very adamant and a pro-vaccination person. That little pinprick in your arm saves lives. That's all I got to say. And pardon me a moment. There's one thing I need to take care of here real quick. There we go. There's the missing wrench. If there's... I really need somebody to start writing me to get this more coordinated. So who wants to be my producer? Anyone? No? Okay. Trying to recall the last point I had on my notes, and it's not coming up. I apologize. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to apologize, but I still apologize for wasting your time on that part. Smack me. Yes, this is just going to be a short one. Going to give about another 10 minutes, see if anybody wants to pop on and save me from myself. All you got to do is click on the link, and it'll take you to StreamYard, and you can join me on screen and interrogate me at your leisure. One of the other things I guess I should have mentioned, finding a community of Satanists has helped. A lot of people think that online Satanists are nothing but like Reddit users that don't know what the hell they're talking about. But if you do your diligence in finding people to talk to, I'm sure you've encountered that with atheism, and you can find a community that you fit in with. And that's what I've done. I'm not going to name the name of the server because we're being inundated right now by a whole bunch of new users. But as soon as the influx dies down, I will probably start advertising our community a little bit more. Do your research on everything before you jump into it. That's all I got to say. Well, with that, I know I said I'd give you about 10 minutes, but I'm going to thank you all for coming by for this. Next week, I hope to have a little bit more prepared and the computer doesn't die on me. Might have to work about getting another one. So y'all have a good evening, morning, day, whatever it is where you are. Ave Satanist, and take care.